All right, today we're going to be talking about something kind of unique. What we have here is the Govee Wi-Fi thermometer, and I'm going to talk about a few things on why I feel these are a great investment. This is the Govee Wi-Fi thermometer, and this is number H5151, which comes in a 3-pack of Wi-Fi thermometers. So essentially what these are is, you have a base here, so this base gets plugged into, obviously just a standard 110 outlet. Then you have these 3 remote thermometers. So, what I've done with these that I thought was very useful and I wanted to kind of share with you guys here today is I recently acquired a new freezer, and, there's been some, questionable reviews that I saw out there as far as, how these new freezers kind of maintain temperature with this whole automatic defrost thing that they have in a lot of these new freezers. So I wanted to get kind of one of these to kind of monitor it. So, essentially these things are pretty straightforward. There's literally just one battery that goes in the back of this. You plug it in, you plug this into the outlet, and you stick this thing wherever you want to monitor that temperature. So, what I did with mine is I put them in the freezer there to kind of, keep track of the temperatures. If there's anything that if it spikes past a certain degree, I wanted to make sure I was notified. There's some unique things about these. The first is obviously from a freezer standpoint, this thing has to be able to take a very cold environment, right? So I know Govee's website does not recommend it goes to as low as what a freezer does, but I've actually had these, in 2 of my freezers over the last 3 months, and I've had 0 problems with them. The biggest kind of questionable thing that I think may be a concern is how many batteries you might go through. I've noticed in about 3 months, one of these batteries will run out. Well, maybe that's, a concern for you, but depending on how much things you have in your freezer, this could be a very, very cheap insurance for thousands of dollars of meat or frozen foods that you have in your freezer. So, that could be a concern. The other thing that I don't really like is the preset options, right? So if you're new to any of these newer freezers, they have these auto defrost, where essentially it's going to fluctuate with the temperature. So on these thermometers, I don't really care how low this thing goes. If it goes to -10 degrees or, -5 degrees, just don't go above my preset. So in my scenario here, put them, roughly at a max of 30 degrees. I want to know, hey, if this freezer gets over 30 degrees, alert me. The problem is you also have to have a min. So, when I do that, I can only set the min down to a -4 degrees. As well. So, you can do the math. There's times when I inadvertently get alerts that the freezer is at -5, which obviously that's fine. I just don't want it to go higher than that. So that's kind of one of the negatives I see of that. I wish they would, upgrade that software and give you the, either allow you to do the min or the max or both like they do today. But other than that, these things have become very, very useful. I actually had a scenario here recently where my freezer was up to 60 degrees. And if it wasn't for these, I would have probably never known that it was up that high, and potentially, it could have ruined a lot of things I had in there. So I think these are a great investment. So again, these are the Govee 3-pack Wi-Fi thermometers. There's many different versions they have, but this is the group that I thought was the best deal, for kind of what you get there. So hopefully this information was useful there. If it was, please give me the thumbs up. You're interested in more content like this, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. But again, hopefully this was useful, and thanks for watching.